Hello everyone. In this session, we will discuss about the assembly design. So basically, I'm just telling my introduction. My name is Suraj Kumar Pradhan. I have 3 years of experience uh, with the Dassault system. So here in this session, we will discuss about the assembly design. So before going to the assembly design, we need to know something about assembly structure or product structure. So I'm just opening one of the assembly. Okay, I'm just opening the one of the assembly. So basically, an assembly or product is a collection of a component stored in a document that has the CAD extension. You can see the assembly name. It is component a dot one dot CAD product. Here the component is the assembly name and it is storage as card product extension. Okay, now the root product, you can see the root product. In the root product there are some assembly available. Okay, these are called sub assembly. Then assembly document also contains a specification tree which shows all the instance of the part and the sub assembly. A blank sheet, a component icon means that component is linked to an external file. You can see the blank sheet over there. If I will add component, you cannot see this blank sheet. If blank sheet is there, then it is linked with an external file. In example, all the component have an external file like a card product and card part. Okay, now the question is how to open assembly design. So it is pretty good, easy how to open this one. You just go to start menu, mechanical design, assembly design. Okay, then you will come to the assembly workbench. When you enter the assembly workbench, a new product will be created. You can see when I will go to the start mechanical design, assembly design, a new empty product is created. Okay, and if you need to access this assembly workbench very frequently, you can add the workbench in the favorite list. So how to make it favorite list? You just go to the tools, customize. Here got the assembly design, this side, click OK. Now you can see the assembly design is in your favorite list. This icon is added in the welcome CATIA V5 also. You can see the icon is added in the welcome CATIA V5. The remember one thing, the order of the start menu follow the order of the workbench in the favorite list. The same order is used in welcome dialog box in the workbench. Now we'll see some terminology of the assembly design. Okay, so you can see the blue color. Okay, the active node always in blue. Okay, if I will active this PM1 rear suspension, bottom axis 1 rear suspension, so the active node is always in blue color. You can see it is in blue color. If I will activate this component, that will be in your blue color. Okay, then the node is the sub assembly. You can see the HPM one rear suspension, these are your sub assembly. So in the sub assembly you will find some part. Okay, notice the red indicator on that icon. Okay, that is nothing but it is linked with another part. Okay, then if I will select any of the node, the node will be highlighted. Okay, then you can see the part number as well as the instance name in the of the part. So in an assembly, a node specification tree can be a part or a sub assembly. So as I already said to you, an assembly is the collection of component and a constraint between them. An assembly document has the file extension of a CAD product. All the part and the sub assembly belonging to an assembly have a unique identifier name. All instant of a part or assembly, all instant of a part or assembly have the same part number. You can see the part number is same, but they have the instant. Each instant has its instant name with which is unique. You can see the part name we can make it same, but the instant name which is in your bracket, that is different. The active node is current, you can be edited. So if you will double click on this, now the active node is component. So whatever the edit is possible, it is possible in assembly workbench. If I will active this part, you can see now the active node is in part document. So if I want to edit anything in the part, we can edit in part workbench, and the selective node always be highlighted. Now comes to, so these are the parts and the assembly sub assembly. If it is a component, what to do? So the component is the simplest form, okay, which is used in a CATIA v5 part or assembly. Okay, that has been inserted in to assembly. However, a component can also be a data that is not native to v5. It may be your step file, it may be your IGS format. Okay, as you can see in this component file, it has no backseat, no blank sheet. That's why it is not linked with any external parameters or the external component. Okay, now the thing is working with visualization mode. Why you should work in visualization mode? Okay, so I'm just closing this one and changing some. Okay, now so by default an assembly is loaded in design mode. Thus parts are definition of all the components are loaded in memory. This involves a exact geometry and parameters. This step can be involve more or less time according to the assembly loaded. So whenever we will load an assembly into a CATIA workbench, that time it will open from your memory. That so it will take some time. Okay, as it is a small component, some small assembly, that's why it is open very fast. Or else it will open with respect to the size of the data. Okay, so that's why to improve the performance, you can set CATIA option to load an assembly in visualization mode. So how to make it visualization mode? You just go to the option case management, load the part in visualization mode. I'm just closing again and open. Remember, whenever you will open the geometry or load the geometry in visualization mode, it cannot be edited. Let me I'm just opening the component. You can see it cannot be edited. You don't have any geometry loaded right now, but you can see the component, see the model as in component. So you need to double click to edit, to switch to design mode. You can see now it is switching to design mode. You can double click, or you can directly go for right click component, sorry, right click representation, active terminal node. So all the all thing will be activated. So why you are using the visualization mode? Hope you got satisfied the answer. Now we'll see the tools bar. What you are using, what are the tools bar you will use in your assembly workbench? The first one is product structure tools. Here in product structure tool, it is nothing but to adding the component and removing the component. It is nothing but you are adding and removing the component. Then next one is your move tool. In move tool is generally used to position the component. Then constraint tool. The constraint tool is used. The constraint tool is used for restrict the degree of freedom of an assembly of the part. Okay. Then scene. Scene is just enhance the view in an assembly workbench. Okay. Now we'll see one by one of the tools in an assembly workbench tool. In an assembly workbench, the first one is component. As I already said to you, component is nothing but your imported data, uh, which does not have any, you can see it's a imported data but which does not have any linked component inside that. Okay, if I will save, this component won't be saved, but it should be there. Okay, I'm just checking with you. I'm just going to add an assembly. Here I will add two component, two component. Okay, and one part product, and I want to save this one as save management. Okay, it is saved. Now I am just open the same from my saved folder. You can see I have I have two component only. This component is not saved into that folder. Okay. Then the next one is your product. Okay, you can add a product or you can add new part. It is basically used in step down and bottom up approach. Okay, so so there are three way to add a component in one product assembly or a product using a contextual menu, the product structure toolbars and the insert menu. Okay, using this contextual menu you can see the new component, new product, new part, new existing component with positioning. Okay, and one is your product structure tools. Okay, by using the product structure tool you can add the component, or else you will go to the insert. Here also you will find the tools. The fastest way is to right click of the assembly. We will receive the component, use the contextual menu to insert the component. Okay, that the most visible way to select the an assembly is product structure toolbars. The last way is we just go to the insert and this. Okay, now now the next one is existing component. So whenever you add existing part or assembly of the component, I'm just close everything. I'm just open a new assembly. Okay, I want to add a existing component. Okay, existing component of the assembly or part. Okay, I'm just select the click on the assembly, then go for existing component. So it will take to you the folder. Select your folder, then in existing component its corresponding the file are not copied into the assembly. Okay, they are just referenced by the assembly. So I'm just click those one, right click upon assembly of the component, existing component, check. Same thing you can do here, right click on the assembly component, go for existing component, choose the component file which you want to add. I'm just adding this, go for open. Okay, you can see it is also copied in component form or as a reference. So what you need to do, it's in visualization mode, now it is in design mode. Now if you want to add existing component, one or more existing component at a time, by selecting with the mouse while holding shift and control you can add this. Okay, you can do the filter also according to your requirement. Now the next one, I'm just deleting all this thing again by I'm just activating. How to delete this one? You just go activate the root product, then only you can go for delete. Now the next one is insert an existing component with positioning. Okay, what it is meaning? Whenever you will add a existing component using this uh, component with positioning, you can also immediately position the component in an assembly with smart move. Okay, I'm just open a component. I can immediately position with this by using the smart move. Now you can see the smart move dialog box is appears in your screen. It shows the component being inserted. The selected feature on the component, you can do the do this within the smart mode dialog box or from the main display. Center of the circular cylindrical feature will be automatically sensed. I can perform the operation from the screen or inside the dialog box of the. Yeah. Let me open this one as like this. Okay. Again, I want to open another component. Okay. I will open the second component and I want to place as this and this. Okay. This, this and this. I can go for fix the component at a time or I can make as coincidence. I can give the constraint of these two elements. Click OK directly. Okay. So in this way we can insert the component in various way. Now I have inserted the component. Now I want to see the component properties. So how do you need to do is go to the basically component property can be assigned to distinguish or to describe the instance of the component. You can see here my product node is product 1 and as it is not an assembly, it is not showing. If I will link with this, I will make it fix. Okay, and a coincidence. This one, this one. Okay. Now I want to see the properties of this. You can see the product has the properties. You can see the rear suspension properties here, and here you can see the rear linked reference is this rear suspension and your main instance is this and it is in product 1. You can see the product 1. So component properties value can vary with the component. These properties are stored in the parent assembly of the CAD part. This stored in the parent assembly of the CAD part. Okay, let see the difference. If I will add here some, I will add aluminum in this. Okay, here also I'm just adding aluminum. Same thing, I'm just added here. Apply. Okay. Now, if I will go to the assembly properties, you can see the graphics property and see the mass is 0.66. Okay. Now, if I will delete this assembly aluminum, or else, or I will change this aluminum plate to brass. Okay, and here also brass. Okay. Now, if I will go to the properties of the assembly, you can see the properties value has been changed. Okay, so basically the properties value of the mechanical properties value will be changed according to the part properties. Okay, so it will differ from part to part. Okay, if your part means it is nothing but you are changing the material. Okay, if in one part the material is added in aluminum and in other part the material is added in your brass, then the two each has been the properties will come according to that. Then the next one is the last one, how to save. There are four ways to save an assembly document and its child document. There are four ways to save an assembly document and its child document. First one is save. Basically, save will save the active component and the child component of the active component. Save as, it is similar to save, but it allow you to specify the name and folder. You can see it will allow you to specify the folder and name for the active document. The next one is save all. It will save all the open profile open document that have been modified since last save. Save management will propose saving all the document and children's of these document, but you can control the name and the location of them. And remember one thing, only the modified document will be saved or proposed to a new document. Hope you got the concept how to open the product, how to open the component in an assembly. Okay, now it's nothing but you are replacing the component. If you want to replace the component, then you can go for the replacing the component by using this option, this tools option. Then here it is reordering of the tree. So if here I have, you can see here I have two component. I want to reorder the component. So I want the inferior triangle should be in top and that rear will be in real bottom will be in the bottom. So in this way you can reposition or reordering the tree structure. Then this was is generate the number. It is basically used in, it will generate the number. It is basically used in your drafting. Okay, while creating the balloon or bomb creation. And then the next one is selective node. So you can see it is the selective node is one. Here if I will go for expand this, the apply. Then next one is which is manage the representation. It is not important in this context because it will be important for a tools design. Then here it is a fast multi instantiation. If you want to copy, you can see you just place in the active the component and go for this multi instance. You can add multiple component by using this without going for a copy and paste. Okay, or else you can do the same in multi instantaneous. Here it is instant value, give it like give you here you can give the parameter like instance and spacing, instance and length, spacing and length. Here you will give the instance spacing like 5 and spacing is 2. You can see the instant as created. Okay, I hope you understand the product structure. What is the use of a product structure tool? Hope you got the concept of the product structure tool. Now we will go to the manipulation tool. Again, I'm just opening a component. Sorry, opening an assembly. Okay. Now, why you are using this move tools? Sorry. So move tools is basically used for repositioning the component. Also for uh, restrict the degree of freedom. Okay. Now there are four way to reposition the component. Okay. Here it is the very manual way, that is your manipulation. Here it is your snap. Automatically it will snap to that component. Then here it is smart move. As I said, the manipulation is the very manual way. Then here it is the snap. Um, it will snap the component which you want to place together. Then next one is your smart move. It is basically used to reposition the component with the constraining. Okay. Then here it is explode view, and here stop manipulation on class. Okay. So we will discuss one by one. The first one is, let's discuss with snap. I want to place this component with in here. Okay, so what I need to do, the simplest way is I'm just going to the snap, click on this axis, and this axis it will place in coincidence. Okay, then again if I want to place this one in a proper position with this, then it will directly come here. Okay, so this is how snap will work. Okay, let's go for another example. Just go to the snap here, first axis, and here this snap. Okay, it is in coincidence. Now this plane, this surface, this surface, now we can see it is placed. Okay, in this way you can reposition the component by using the snaps. Now the next one is your move tool. Okay, so move tool is nothing but your, you can see the manipulation, drag with manipulation in a x direction. It will move in x direction. If you select the y direction, it will move in y direction. If you want to, when it will in z direction. Similarly, xy plane direction along with xy plane, along with yz plane, along with zl plane. And here this one is drag with any direction. Let I'll drag with just going to manipulate drag with any direction I want to drag. Okay, just select it and can drag it. Now here you can rotate also. You can rotate in a x along with x, along with y along with z, or you can go with around the axis. Let I will around the axis I can rotate. Okay, now the similar thing you can perform by using the compass. You can see by using the compass you can move, rotate, or you can modify the time along with how many distance you want to move. You can move by using this. See, 130. It is in elongate x. Let 20, 12 in y direction. You can see 12 distance is changed. Along with z direction 100. You can change the angle also. Okay. So in this way you can manipulate the component by using snap, or by using manipulation by using the robot or compass. Okay, now we will see what is the functionality of a smart move. So in the smart move, I'm just select the smart move. So while it is nothing but the snap tool, but here it will directly create the, if you want you can directly create the constraint between two component. So I'm just in this, you can see I can give here coincidence constant. Click OK. Okay, you can see coincidence constant is already created. And again I want to do the smart move. This plane and this plane, surface, this and this. Click OK, and you can see automatically these two thing has been created, and we see the constraint and the two component as placed together. Okay, the next one is just fixing one of the component. I'll just fix one of the component. Next one is here explode. Explode is nothing but if you want to see all the component in the assembly, it will explode all the component. You can see it explode the component. Okay, you can off the explode. Okay, now the next one is here stop manipulation on a class. If you will check on this, you need to select this with represent with respect to constraint. So I want to move the component in x direction. X I want to move, but it is not moving forward. because I have select the option that is your stop manipulation on class. Have you got the concept of move tools? If you have any doubts, you can ask to me, or else we'll wind up this session for now. In the next session, we will discuss about some constraining, some publication, and some joints also, flexible joints and flexibility, product flexibility. Okay, thank you all. Jai Jagannath.